Hello friends, and welcome back to my homestead. So today is going to be the final step in saving carrot seeds. So last year I grew these beautiful carrots and I liked them so much because they were nice and sweet and they were medium sized and they were nice and long, just the type that we like. And I said to myself, I want to save the seed. Now I totally forgot the name of it, of course, but it's okay. So I stored it over the winter and we were eating those carrots throughout the winter. But then the few last ones I saved to plant back into the ground and turn them into seed. So now they are completely dried up and I went out and I harvested these beautiful crowns, these dry brown crowns, because when they were growing they looked just like queen lace, tall beautiful plants with white flowers, big white crowns. But then they dried up and I harvested all of these beautiful tops. So now I'm going to show you how I separate just the tiny little seeds that are going to be good for planting next year, the year after, and the year after. So I don't have to buy seeds anymore, especially because I like this variety. So there is going to be a process of separating the seed from the chaff, keeping the good and discarding the worthless. And it's going to require a little bit of agitation, but you're gonna keep a good product, a good seed that you can store away and plant in your garden next year. So let me show you how I'm gonna do that. So I'm just cutting off the crowns right off the stems, okay? So I'm gonna make a little pile here of those. And then I'm gonna have to agitate these crowns to remove the seeds. Unfortunately, they're gonna separate along with some other unpleasantries, which I'm gonna call the chaff. And that's what I need to separate. You know the ancient stories about the wheat and the chaff and how it has to be separated. Well, sometimes, friends, even in our life, we have events that shake us up and agitate the situation. And the worthless stuff that's not important, all of a sudden, flies away because it's not important. And what's solid and good and important will stick by. Same thing with friends. Sometimes a shakeup shows your true friends because they're gonna stick by your side. And those who were just a temporary friends, the little shakeup will blow them away. The wind will blow the chaff away. So it's amazing how sometimes the ancient stories make so much sense. All right, so I'm gonna throw away this not needed stems now. Okay, so what I have now is, I really should have done this outdoors so my kitchen will stay clean, but it's got dark and I want to get this done tonight. So what I'm going to do is, so I have this clean plate and I'm going to put this sieve on it and I'm going to agitate by rolling them in my hands, kind of like manipulating, so until all the seeds fall into my sieve. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake it. I'm going to shake it and all the small shaft will fall through. And even if there are small seeds, they will also fall through, because we don't want small stuff. We want the good big seeds, right? And I can see them here. All right, so I'm gonna keep doing this with all of my seeds, just like this. So let's take a look. I remember my grandmother used to do this and blow on it. Like, well, I don't want to do it too much in my kitchen because I'm going to make a big mess. But she used to do this outdoors, and chaff would just fly away. And she was very skillful at that. And the seed, and their small little guys, would stay behind. Okay. Do you see what I'm talking about? These little sticks are still here that are not needed. That's called a chaff. It's gonna separate boys from men, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's gonna be good enough for me for this one. So how I store them is that I have envelope system, always label and what year. So I'm gonna put that in my envelope. Okay. So the seeds are ready for storage. I'm gonna put them in a cool place away from the sunlight where it's nice and cool and dry, and try to keep them in a place where the temperatures are gonna be nice and even. I have a special box where I keep all of my seeds, and I try to organize them that way. And I keep it actually in the back of my refrigerator. So, because that's where it's cool and dry. Friends, I hope you are encouraged to store your own seeds, because you never know when you're gonna need to plant something and you're not gonna be able to find the seed at the store. We had a very strange spring, and we have many lessons learned. So I hate to use the word self-sufficiency, but this is something that you can share with your friends, with your neighbors, in case they need seeds. And I have plenty right now. So I know I'm gonna have enough for next year and a year after that. Just, it's important to store them in a cool, steady environment, so there is no big fluctuations of temperature. You know, when I was new to homesteading, I didn't realize the importance of that, and I kept my seeds in the garage. Well, in the winter, it's freezing cold. In the summer, it's ridiculously hot. So not many seeds were able to survive more than 1 year, and the germination was quite low, and I was very disappointed. So now I know how to store seeds. There are wonderful online seed stores out there, and I encourage you guys to look into it. But what happened this spring, that they have sold out many of their supplies, and many gardeners and farmers and homesteaders were left without seeds. And thank God that we were able to share with those who we love. We were able to share seeds. So friends, I hope you are encouraged to learn how to grow your own vegetables, how to keep a garden, how to save seeds. And so if you like my content, please share, please subscribe, and click on that little bell button not to miss any new videos. On that note, I thank you for watching, and I hope you try something new.